No, it's all well.
Let's go outside and then call his number and see if the phone rings underneath the snowbank somewhere.
What would you do that actually happened?
Start digging.
Use your ice scraper to dig.
Okay.
Oh, that's not cute.
All right, well, it's time for us to get started today. So again, thank you for being here. We've had some real doozies of weather days lately. And apparently the administration doesn't, well, I don't know, I can't say that they don't care, but they just don't seem to make a decision about canceling school or keeping school. They just don't say anything.
Well, they have the sidewalks cleared.
They
That's
do?
the only thing.
They did not have them cleared until like 7:30 this morning. I wanna point out. I had to walk through a foot tall snowdrift like the whole way after like Anderson, like in front of Anderson, all the way to the street. And I had to walk uphill in the street because there's no sidewalks out.
So it's just like, you know, your parents right there, they go uphill and.
Yeah, I finally have earned that right. I got it right.
All right, so Colson, good to see you. Were you thinking you might be dragging the
Well,
snowbank
we
somewhere?
were gonna text you. We all were gonna text you.
Yeah.
I can see.
Okay, I have nothing to return to you and I have nothing to collect because you still have all the answers to all of the melodic dictations that I assigned for today. Yes?
Can we do a completion grade just because we got here today?
I second.
Well, okay, this is the thing. I'm kind of swamped with a lot of stuff to grade.
Oh,
We
and-
have a lot of quiz today.
Yeah, I'm already giving you guys an in-class quiz today. So I'm gonna get a grade either way.
Fair enough.
I don't want to get too much. Just to let you know, kind of be aware, the assignment that's due on Thursday, there are some quiz pages assigned for the first time. So make sure you do the quiz pages because you don't have the answers and I'm much more likely to pick up those or collect those for a grade. All right, so let's get started today by opening up the sightseeing book to page 101. Page 101, that is a palindrome, just like Hannah's name is a palindrome. And we're going to warm up our voices by singing 662 again. I know we sang a little bit of this last class. This time what I want to do is I want to sing through the treble staff as written, and then without stopping, just go all back up to the bass staff and sing the bass staff as written. So we won't sing it as a duet, we'll just kind of sing it as one long, really long line. Put the two lines, fuse them together without stopping. So 662 is in the key of E minor. And we're going to sing a melodic minor scale. I think I can sing a low one. All right, here we go. Treble staff first, and then without stopping, just go back and pick up the bass staff. And this is hand signs. Okay, here we go. On the downbeat. 1, 2, ready, and sing. No, so, 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 so. So Skills 2 class. And they had a melody that we were just learning for the first time. We sang through it a couple times, and it was a melody, it was a canon, and we tried to divide up into 2 groups to do it as a round or a canon, and it just kind of fell apart. It didn't work. But they need a little more. They need a little more practice. Okay, so, I was going to ask you too, did you all have choir? Yes.
Yep.
Where, did you have it in Ramsey or?
Lay.
Oh, you went over to Lay, so he made you trudge through the wind and the snow and all that stuff?
Met.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that shows dedication. No one can fault you for not being dedicated enough. All right, I'm going to draw 2 melodies in a moment here. The 2 melodies are going to be the lines of 659. First the treble line, and then the bass line, since that was the other thing that was assigned for today. So before I do draw names, does anyone want to volunteer for one of the lines? Okay, which line would
Can I
you?
do the treble line of 59?
Okay, the treble line for 659 is going to Lane, and then does anyone want to take the bass clef line? All right, then let's go ahead and see who gets the bass clef, and that is going to be Daniel. Okay, so we're going to start with Lane, and what key are you in, Lane?
Or F major?
Yeah, so we got to shift gears from minor to major. And, well, I'm not sure about your vocal range. You're either going to have to sing a major scale really low or really high.
Oh, great.
Either
Started right there. Yeah, I can do that one.
start right there.
Okay.
Okay, so can we try the scale?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, mi, do, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, sol, do, mi, do.
Good job with those high Fs. Now you got to find your low sol. And this is going to be conducting.
So, do, ti, re, so, ti, re. Oh, sorry, my conducting is off. Ti, re, so, ti, re.
Yeah, make sure you go down for Ray. There you go.
Re, do, re, mi.
You can keep on going if you want.
Mi, sol, do, re, mi, re, do.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Yeah, the conducting was a little bit cumbersome. And I'm sorry I didn't let you know about you don't have to take the repeat as you approach that there before you started. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, thank you. Good. All right, we're going to go next to Daniel is going to take the bass line, and you're in the same key. Would you like to sing the scale low?
Low.
Okay.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Okay. Now we have to find your first pitch. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's going to be the highest one you have. But if you can sing there, that would be a fine place to start. And you're conducting as well, starting on beat 3.
So, so, ti, do, mi, re, so,
Yeah, we could start at the beginning again if you want.
So, so, ti, do, ti, re, ti, re, ti, re, so, 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 ti, re, ti, la, ti.
Okay, so we gotta go down for la.
So, ti, so, ti, re, ti, la, la, ti, do, ti,
Okay, where's do? I think that's do right there.
ti, do.
Yeah. All right, now, let's go past the repeat sign. Do you still have a low sol and a high sol? Okay, because that's an octave leap there.
So,
Yeah, uh-huh.
so, so, mi, re, do, ti, do, re, so, 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 mi, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that bass line, especially at the end, that's a real humdinger, boy, I tell you. Especially if you take it lively like the tempo said. I think you took it at a really good tempo. These, as I said before, these melodies, they get trickier, so you gotta make sure you've really got them down, you practice them, you've looked at them. Yes?
So when I was practicing this melody, I had like a big issue towards the end when it's just going to step down below. And I was just wondering if you like have any like reasoning or things to make it not so difficult for any person.
Well, okay, that's a good question. The last three measures, sol, sol, mi. So there's just a little leap, and then the rest is stepwise for a while. Sol, mi, re, do, ti, do, re, sol, sol, fa, mi, re. I don't. So is it the last like 5 notes or something?
Yeah, like when it finally goes in step versus.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a matter, I guess, of hearing the difference between sol, mi, and sol, fa, sol, mi. So I might sing that what I just did. I might sing that like about 3, 4, 5 times, and then I might go back and try the whole passage again, and then hopefully, like the first one, sol, mi, and then by the time I get to the last one, your mind will hopefully. Yeah, I think it has a better chance of pulling that stepwise because you've sung it so many times and you've heard it. So, I think it'll. You just got to do it like multiple times, just that little bit. Sol, mi, and sol, fa, and sol, mi, and sol, fa. And I think after you do that like 4 or 5 times, you'll get it. Can we all sing the bass line to 659 because that jumps all over the place. Here's a do. So, that would be where we start. And we're going to all conduct. Okay, so starting on beat 3, everyone on the bass line of 659. How about a tempo of 1, 2. Sol, mi, do, mi, re, sol, sol, mi, re, ti, la, ti, do. Go on. Rest. Sol, sol, mi, re, do, ti, do, re, sol, sol, la, mi, re, do. Yeah, I hear what you mean. It's just not like super clean. But yeah, I don't claim that these melodies are easy. I mean, I think the bass clef line was harder than the treble clef line in this particular duet. But were you going to say something, Tristan? Or
Could we sing both lines together and see how it sounds? Together.
oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Sol, so everyone's starting on sol. Oh, we have to divide up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. how about everyone from Hannah over this way? Which line do you want to sing?
Treble.
Treble, okay, so you're singing the treble, and everyone from Colson and Riley over this way, you're gonna sing the bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess. Ooh. I don't even know who to sing. Maybe I'll just be quiet and let you guys sing. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it that way. So you got your first pitch. Sol, sol, re, sol, sol. Here we go. Your own line. You're gonna have to carry it. 1, 2. Sol, sol, do. The top line you were good, and then there were times when you were like really quiet and weak. You guys were pretty consistent, so that was good, especially for that tricky line. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we didn't crash and burn. That's the main thing. Okay, good. Moving on. Let's take a look at. Let's see. Is there a duet that's assigned for next class? Yes, there is. 663 and 665 are assigned. Okay, so you have to learn both lines of those, and both of those are conducting. So I guess for next class, there's no hand sign. Who here prefers conducting over hand signs? Okay. Maybe if you guys haven't sung yet, maybe you want to take the lead next class, and because you know it's conducting. Boy, which one do you want to practice here today? The one in minor, which is 663, or the one in major, which is 665? 663, okay. That's in G minor. Let's start with the treble line. I have to look to see which scale we're going to sing. Is it melodic? Okay. Yes, it is. All right. G melodic minor. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, re, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Arpeggi. Do, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, do. And you find sol. Gosh, I think I'm going to have to start on my really high sol, because at the end of this treble line, it gets down to a really low sol. So the first three notes. Sol, do, re. Let's go ahead and sight read through the treble line. This is all conducting in 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sol, do, re, mi, sol, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, re, sol. Rest. Mi, re, sol. La, sol, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, do. Yeah, sassy. It's awesome. What is the highest note there in measure? Was it 6? Is it la or lay? It's lay. That's right. So make sure you're just a half step above sol. Okay? Now, in the very next measure, is it la or lay? La, yeah, so you have to adjust by half steps slightly. Can we go through this treble line one more time, please? I think that's do. Find your soul from there. Okay, let's read through the treble line one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. So, do, re, so, do, re, do, si, re, so. Yes. I think we're gonna stop there. I'm gonna let you read through and learn the bass line, and then also the 2 lines of melody 665, which happens to be in a major key. I'm curious, I'm really, I'm looking forward though. I want to hear these as duets, if we can, next class. Okay? Just because I don't want to play them as duets on the piano, that's lame, right? That's boring. We don't need the piano. We can make our own music without the aid of an instrument. That's the whole purpose of this class. Okay, so good. Let's leave it right there, and we're going to shift to ear training for the second half of the class. And as I probably told you last class, we do have an in-class quiz. So I think we're going to do that right now. And for that, all you need is a pencil, because I have printed out some slips. I like to say trees when possible. This is, by the way, this is melodic dictation. Melodic dictation. That's what we worked on for homework. I don't know. It's like as white as the snow outside. You have to give me the secret. Yeah, I didn't have space for your name, but could you cram your name in at the top somewhere?
Since you.
I never said I wasn't.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna find what I'm playing for you guys. Oh yes, now I remember.
What?
I think you need an app.
I told you I needed that one.
You need an app to.
I did both, so, yeah.
Okay, so you see on your paper there, we have 8 measures of a melody. This melody is in C minor. I will give you the kind of the hint or the reminder. Remember, if you hear La or T, remember those pitches will need an accidental. But if you hear lay or te, they will not need an accidental. If you want to write a note to yourself in the margin, I know space is limited there, but if you want to write to yourself what la and ti, the raised 6th and 7th scale degrees, are, with their accidental, you certainly may do that. Okay, I'm going to play this melody for you a total of 5 times. 5 times. And we're in triple meter. Notice I've given you the first note. And notice the rhythm of the first note is a dotted quarter. Okay, so that's 1.5 beats. Let's get oriented in C minor first. I think we have time. Let's sing a C melodic minor scale. Here we go. Do, re, your accounts as 1.5 peaks. 5 hearings, this is the first hearing. How about a tempo such as this? 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it again. Hearing number 2 out of 5. And the tempo. 1, 2, 3. Hearing number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Remember our focus on the 2 chord. One of the measures in the top line arpeggiates or outlines the notes of the 2 chord in this case. This should be the 5th and final here. The tempo. 1, 2, 3. Trying to put the finishing touches on it. About 1 more minute for this. Very well, I need to come pick them up now. Sure. The last thing I'd like to do is work on a brief harmonic dictation. The harmonic dictation that I wanted to work on today is not in your book. Do you happen to have a piece of scratch paper? We're going to stay in the key of C minor, just like the melody was. So we don't have to reorient ourselves in a different key or anything. We got 7 chords to listen to and identify. Doesn't hurt to mention this every time we do a harmonic dictation or a real music example. We're in a minor key, and I need somebody, since we're focusing on inversions of the 5/7 chord, this unit, I need someone just to tell me what Roman numerals do you suspect would be for just these last 3 bass notes, may, re, do. Just the last 3, if these were bass notes, may, re, do, what would the Roman numerals be? 1, 6?
5, 4, 3.
Good. Not 2. Not 2, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Okay. And we have talked about this ever so briefly, but sol, fa, may in the bass. Let's say may is 1, 6. What do you suspect might be the Roman numerals for the sol and the fa in the bass?
Would be 1, 6.
Okay, for sol in the bass, it's got to be either this one
1,
or this one.
1, 6,
Okay, if it was 1, 6, 4, what would this be then?
5, 4, 2.
5, 4, 2, okay. I like this, definitely. What about though, instead of 164?
5/7.
Yeah, 5 or 5/7, yeah. Very frequently in music, you have root position 5 or 5/7. Then it changes inversion. And 5/4/2 goes to 1/6. Right? The thing I want to avoid you thinking of is that this could be 5 and that this could be 4. Or that this could be 5 and then fa in the bass must mean that it must be 2 diminished 6 or something. Nasty, right? Because we don't have dominant go to predominant. This is the only way, if you start with dominant, it's the only way that fa makes sense is to keep it on a dominant. We do have a dominant with fa in the bass now. All right, let's go to the piano and listen to this. I wish we always had like a few more minutes. Do the best you can. Certainly focus on the bass notes and the Roman numerals. I don't know if we have time to talk about the soprano notes, but if you can get that, that's fine. Here's the first chord, bass. So bass, tenor, alto, soprano. And this is what the progression sounds like. Let's just say you focus on the bass and the Roman numerals. If you want to try for the soprano, but because we're short on time, you certainly can, but not for this practice one. Let's hear the 8 or 7 chords, I should say, again. We have time for one more here. perhaps one of the hardest bass notes might be the second one. Does anyone know how far it took a leap up? Yeah, it went to fa, that's right. And then it went up by step, and then everything was just down by step. Now, the question becomes, what do you think the Roman numeral for this chord is? That's right, it's 2 diminished 6. Sounds pretty dissonant, crunchy. If you had time, I don't know if any of you were able to, but the soprano was re. And that clearly distinguishes this from being a 4. Because 4 doesn't have re in it, 4 has do in it. Only 2 has fa with re. So, okay? So 2-6 likes to go to 5, yeah. 5-7 I would accept. Now, you see the parallel here? What do you think the next chord is? Don't say 4 or 2 next to it. It's got to be 5-4-2. Because if it was 4 or 2 diminished 6, this would be a regression or a retrogression, which is not permitted. 5-4-2 goes to 1-6, and then may re do has to be 5-4-3. And I don't know if any of you had the time to do it, but the soprano turned out to be this. And you had to put an accidental on T, because we're in a minor key. Yes? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just put them all in. This turned out to, yeah. Okay, so there's the 7 to that. And then this turned out to be. There it is. If we had a few more minutes, we could practice singing this in 4 parts, but we don't have any more time. So thanks, guys. That'll be all for today, and I'll see you Thursday at 4. Yeah, sometimes, like, even like with things like this, I try to think, what is the melodic? That's the word for it. So that's something called, no more. Just like everyone had up here, we learned, no more. And it gets you. Sure, yeah. I don't know if you guys like to do any of the upper.
My house got 14.
Were you able to listen? When did you get?
Zach was, I think he got
And how about the bass? Did you
15.
get the bass?
The very well,
I get stuff on, but it was like a double thing.
Oh, okay. So maybe you did something like those? Or?
Yeah. But, yeah, once it was there, that's.
Yeah, because once you have, if you have the right bass notes, you gotta use what makes the harmonic result. Okay. Yeah, good.
Put some traction stuff or something on these so they don't squeak too much.